this left. Like my angle, he's right over that white fence post.
No, I can't tell. Can you see him?
Just kind of quick glimpse.
That other buck was to the left of him.
Yeah. What deer? Is that big 3-year-old? Just can't quite tell. I'm gonna try and get you. He might come right out to us. Or they might keep going north.
I would say that's that big 3-year-old dad. If I had to get heck yeah.
Alright, it's a little bit after 3:30 right now, and we just had a pretty cool encounter to start the afternoon. Been watching him for a while now, but that's a 5-year-old deer we call the inside points buck. Have a bunch of history with him. He's been on my farm for a while. That's my first encounter with him this year. He's a really cool deer. Mike and I decided to let him go this year, though, and see what he does next year as a 6-year-old. And when I spotted the doe first, and he was right behind her, and it looked like he was with her. And sure enough, there's that really beautiful 3-year-old hen was coming up, and this buck kind of walked him off. Got to watch him snort weeds, work multiple scrapes and rubs. He's definitely with that doe. That was pretty cool to see, especially this early in the afternoon, to see a 5-year-old deer. They kind of worked their way off. He fed for a while, and she ended up being done feeding and headed out. So they're not too far away. We might see him again. That 3-year-old actually just bedded down right in the middle of the pinch after he got walked off by the inside points buck. So definitely a good start to the afternoon. We are, of course, after Marino, and conditions aren't great tonight. We have some really good weather coming in a couple days, but it is a good wind for this spot. And I've gone back and forth. Obviously, I've had 3 encounters with him, twice out of this blind, and once from a distance when he was right by this blind. And every time he ends up here, if I was to go do a hang and hunt and get aggressive, you'd have to pick. He's coming out in different spots, but end up here. You'd have to get lucky and pick the right spot that he comes by. And plus, you're risking bumping a lot of deer too. So decide the best option is just to stay in this blind, at least for now. Maybe make a move later. But this is the best option to be able to hunt where he's coming out into this field. There's not really any trees that you can shoot out into this field. So we'll see what happens. I really hope we see him tonight. We're really going to stay set up in this direction where he has been coming out, kind of ignore all the other deer. Unless we see him in the pinch coming this way, then we'll try to make an adjustment. But I'm hoping he'll do what he has done and come out this corner. We're obviously up against a few different things, including time. But one of my biggest concerns is him shedding. Last year he shed his antlers, we believe, in the first week of December. And here we are a couple days away from the end of December. He's still holding, so hopefully he does, at least through the end of the season. There's a deer right there. The deer's starting to move, so we're going to settle in and just hope we got some luck on our side tonight. walk out to the park. Oh no, he's in there. Well, no luck tonight. It was a pretty decent hunt. Obviously, seeing the 5-year-old right off the bat was pretty cool. Seeing that good 3-year-old that Marino's been with. Rob, of course. Saw a solid amount of deer. We did have a little bit of bad luck right kind of prime time, right about 4:30. There was a deer that got nervous, and this time of year it can be a domino effect. You get one doe or one deer nervous, it takes off running, and the rest of the group just thinks they have to run too, and that's kind of what happened. The whole herd went back into the timber there, and we could see them milling around and everything back there, but never really came back out besides some does and a small buck. So as soon as those kind of worked off, we got out of there as quick as we could. Hopefully didn't spook him. I don't know if he would have came out had all those deer not run back in there. Like I said, it was just kind of bad luck, bad timing. I'm not really even sure what spooked the one deer. But it wasn't the greatest conditions tonight anyway. It just happened to be a good wind, so I wanted to get in there. But I've been pretty smart. Like the last couple nights, I haven't went in there. 2 nights ago, went in and decided to back out just because of a marginal wind. So we've been playing it smart as much as we can, but to be honest, I'm banking on this cold weather and snow that we have coming to really help the hunting there. It's those type of conditions. It's going to have every deer out moving. Whether or not he comes to that food source we're hunting, that's another question. There are multiple good food sources really close by, so he could go to any one of them and probably goes to more than just the one we're hunting. So as always, we're going to need a little luck on our side, but I really do like the upcoming forecast. The one thing that's in the back of my mind, of course, is the potential of him shedding, especially when we get some really frigid temps coming like we have here in a couple of days. So we'll keep after it.